Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, inbal. I just woke up, even though it's like 2 o'clock here in New York. I was out kind of late watching Dinner for Schmucks, but anyways, I'm going to start this speech right about now. I decided that I could figure out a way to record it. So I'm really excited. Just excuse my appearance, please. So I'm going to start. To my inbali poopsie, inbaloni, my inbali, I just want to say that I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there to celebrate your life ceremony there with you in person. I hope that this letter, which I'm reading off the screen to you right now, is a reasonable substitution. I also have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about, since I've never been to a life ceremony before and I've never written anything. So just, forgive me if this is not how it goes. Just bear with me, go with it. Okay, so anyways. Inbal, do you remember when we first became friends? I mean, going to Kahila, we were always like friends, but remember when we really truly became friends? I remember it was freshman year while on the 12-hour train ride to LA, and we sat on those lawn chair style things, like around the balcony on the edge of the train for the entire time, and we talked about everything. And it was then that I knew that I could really trust you, and that I could just tell you anything, and I wouldn't be judged for it, and you wouldn't tell anyone. And although many people kind of think of that train ride and they think of Danny and Sarah, I think of that train ride and I think of you. And actually, I think of that entire trip and I think of you. And it was then that I really knew that we clicked and that you'd be my friend for a very long time. And I feel like since that LA trip, our friendship has just grown and developed into something that I will cherish and remember forever. We've laughed together and we've definitely cried together a lot. It's like all we do. And of course, we're spiritual nature women. Like on the Shabbaton, when we just found ladybugs underneath every single leaf. I mean, that was mostly me, but you were there. You inspired me. And it never would have happened unless we were both incredibly spiritual and gifted. So thank you. And then, of course, there was sophomore year where we just danced all the time, like in the hallways, and we do our like cyclone thing and the hello goodbye concert where we were just in the back like dancing by ourselves, which was right before we almost got raped when we walked out, and it was like 2 a.m. on like the corner of San Francisco by where all the hookers go. It was just awful, but anyways, we danced and it was memorable and very fun. And while we weren't like sleeping during the concert, and then of course also there was the Shins concert, which was just unbelievable. But anyways, dancing at concerts, dancing like cyclones, it's been real. And then there's junior year, which was the year of Twilight, which is totally okay because it wasn't embarrassing, no one else liked it then, it's fine. And I just remember our very in-depth conversations about Edward Cullen, our character analysis, and crying about how we didn't have sparkly vampires of our own, and listening to The River Flows in You, which is, to this day, the best sad piano song ever. And of course, like one of the best birthday gifts I've ever gotten was junior year when you played it for me. And still I think about it and I get so happy, and I'm so lucky to have such an amazing friend who learns a piano song and plays it for me on my birthday. And then, of course, there was senior year, and being the pop culture gurus that we are, we fully embraced Glee. And you're Mercedes, and I'm Rachel, except I'm totally not, but you're definitely Mercedes. And I love that for a 2-week period, we would just pass each other in the hallways and we'd go, "How do I get you alone?" Every single time. And then, of course, there was our plan to murder Taylor Swift because she's going out with the real life Finn. And I actually don't remember. Did we decide that we would bash her over the head with a guitar? Did we say we were going to strangle her with one of her disgustingly perfect curls? Please remind me so we can go forward with our plan. Anyways, so although every year I feel like we've had our little things that we have that we just laugh at and we always look back on, there are just so many other things that I love about you and that I'm so glad that I've gotten to get to know about you during these past 4 years in high school. I love the fact that you are so humble and that I didn't even know you could play the piano, but you're amazing at it and you have all these talents, but you don't take them for granted. Um, I love also that even though everyone in our Hebrew class was basically drowning in the amount of work that we had, that you were the only one who stood up to Einav and just yelled at her and went, "I can't take this anymore!" And you totally got away with it, and I don't know why, but it's you. Like, no one else could have done that. If I did that, I would have gone a slap across the face, but it works because you did it. And I love that sometimes in tutorial rooms, like in sophomore year, we would have something really important to tell each other. So we'd flip the desk. I don't know if you remember this, but we'd flip the desks over so that they were like the table, so that the round part was like hiding and it was covering us, and we would sit on the other side. And so during free periods, people would be looking for us, and we would just be like on the other side of, I can't really explain it. We would like be on the other side of the chairs, tables. Yeah, and it was just funny. And I don't know, there are just all these things that I absolutely love about you. Let's see if I have anything else. No. And I'm just so lucky to have you as a friend. And I can't wait until I come home so that you and me and Hadar and maybe Hana, if she's not too tired because she's always tired, so that we can go use our golden tickets and celebrate before you go off to Israel. I'll miss you. I love you. I hope this thing that I just recorded for you was satisfactory, and I hope you like it. Hello to everyone at Inbal's Life. Bye.